हाय, गुड आफ्टरनून। आज ओजी सैंडविच बन रहा है। सैंडविच, वेयर डज दिस वर्ड कम फ्रॉम? तो अर्ल ऑफ सैंडविच एक जेंटलमैन थे, फोर्थ अर्ल ऑफ सैंडविच थे एक्चुअली वो। एंड हाउ ही, so what happened is the story is that he was gambling, and he used to love gambling, and he was playing maybe card or poker or something, and he told his servants to bring him food like two bread pieces with meat in between or something like that, so he could eat with one hand while playing. ये एक अर्बन लेजेंड है ना। हुआ क्या, इनका नाम जॉन मोंटागू, दैट्स हिज नेम, बट ही वाज द फोर्थ अर्ल ऑफ सैंडविच। सैंडविच इज अ टेरिटरी। काफी हीरो थे, ये बड़े इंसान थे ब्रिटिश क्वीन के किंगडम में, कैम्ब्रिज। नाउ ये खा रहे हैं अपना सैंडविच। अब इनके दोस्त जिनके साथ ये जुआ खेल रहे हैं वो देख रहे हैं, तो उन्होंने अपने सर्वेंट्स को बोला, आई विल हैव व्हाट ही इज हैविंग। ये नीचे गए किचन में ऑर्डर देने, same as sandwich. So this is the urban legend, that this concept of eating this comfort food, they're like two blankets. Don't get excited. These are limits, limiting functions. This is mathematics code. I'll come to some amazing things about sandwich. But first, if you're here, hi Shaz, what's happening? Good morning. So nice to see you again here. If anybody else who's joining here, please join and say hi, so I know that you've joined. And if there's a conversation we've been having, we'll continue on that. शायद आज बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है, ये सैंडविच होता क्या है। So before we get started with the sandwich story, let me tell you आज क्या होगा। छोटा छोटा टमाटर, all home grown tomatoes. Now I got the ugly ones, the capsicum, really the ugly capsicum, the ugly tomatoes, so that you don't doubt and you genuinely believe they घर से उगे हुए हैं। No, there are some good looking guys also, वो अभी रखे हैं अलग से, वो शो ऑफ करने के लिए। Hey, I'm a farmer. This is how I work. All farmers do this. ये कोई पहली बार मैं अकेला नहीं हूँ स्पेशल कर रहा हूँ। But so you followed the story of Earl of Sandwich till now. Hi, if you're here for the first time, my name is Samir. But I've got some interesting stuff for you. Sandwich, what is the OG sandwich, the original sandwich? So Earl of Sandwich, this fellow used to love get to gamble. This is also Basil from the roof. He used to love to gamble. He's gambling. His hand is free, one free. He doesn't want to get up for his meals. भूख लग रही है, क्या करना है? He told his servant, "You put meat between two bread slices and bring it to me. I'll eat with one hand and I will continue playing with the other." So the servant went down, brought a sandwich. His friends who were playing, he was playing with, they said, "अरे ये तो बहुत ही स्मार्ट बंदा है यार, खेलते खेलते खा रहा है." They said, "मैं भी यही खाऊंगा." उसका सर्वेंट नीचे गया किचन में जाके, उसने बोला, "वही सेम है सैंडविच." He was the Earl of Sandwich. It's a location near Cambridge in England, and that is the modern urban tale of how the word sandwich came about. But I have got something insightful for you. क्या पता? These are units of time in which memories are created. They're like functions. Do you make your own? Not? Shaz, you're so sweet. I'm getting there. I will hopefully make my own bread. Yes, this apron specially is for that. I'm the baker mother. Ma Baker. My mother bakes. I know I'm not making, this is not rhyming. I'm not making this up. She loves baking. She does baking. She's good at baking. So when she's back and she's available, I will start to take classes from her. There will be children with me, other children with me, I meant. So you can come join those classes. Hopefully it'll be fun. There will be some burnt breads for sure. But hopefully that'll be fun. So yeah, we'll get to that shortly. This winters, I do plan to do all those things. Let's see what all can be done. But for now, today I'm making the salad. Now I am doing something revolutionary today. I'm bringing a revolution in the world of salad, in the world of sandwiches. Guess how? So yesterday's salad, the kiwi salad, chili kiwi. You were there? You were there. Of course you were there. That was awesome. Yeah, I know I'm self-praising, but I'll tell you, it was awesome. So I decided that today I'm going to give that a shot. So I'll make two sets of sandwiches. One is going to be clean, pure tomato sandwiches. And the other will have garlic, it'll have ginger, it'll have chili, it'll have homegrown capsicum, it'll have kiwi. So it'll have a sweet sari kind of a thing going with the tomato. Let's see. And it'll have basil, of course. I'm going to leave basil put basil into that sandwich. So stay with me and I will tell you some fascinating things about sandwiches which you perhaps didn't know. एक तो पहली चीज, ये जो सैंडविच है ना, ये ग्लोबल फिनोमिनन है. इंडिया में भी खाते हैं भाई वड़ा पाव. इट्स अ दिस ब्रेड के, इनफैक्ट यू नो, ये कहने की बात है अर्ल वर्ल का सैंडविच का. दिस इज, कुड यू ऐड सम टोफू टू योर कीवी सैलड? यस, आई सॉरी, आई डिड नोटिस योर नोट yesterday. I will do that for sure, Shals. I'm going to make that this kiwi thing again. आज farmers market लगेगा ना, तो I will go and source more kiwi. Kiwi has caught my attention as a fruit which works very well with salads. Something about it is really, really awesome. So I am going to dig deeper into this kiwi story. Pineapple, kiwi, ये दोनों fruits बहुत अच्छे चलते हैं. They really are wonderful companions of each other. And I am going to try to get to the bottom of the story. Yes, but I did take your note. Thank you very much. So the story of sharpening the blade. Shaz, you have still not ordered your Kai Ben. I did not see it. अभी प्रेसिंग है फ्राइडे को, प्लीज आप उसके पहले कर दो, नहीं तो मुझे व्हाट्सएप मैसेज करो. देखो सिस्टम के थ्रू जाएंगे ना तो आपको मैं इंश्योर कर दूंगा कि यू विल गेट योर डिलीवरी इन टाइम. अदरवाइज इट जस्ट, आई मेक फ्रेश फूड, गिव मी अ ब्रेक प्लीज. इट विल बी फास्ट, यू विल एंजॉय द एक्सपीरियंस. द वेबसाइट इज प्रीटी कूल. अभी इसके लाइव स्टॉक की बात करना, जस्ट 5 मिनट्स के अंदर फटाफट अपना एड्रेस डाल के जस्ट पुट योर ऑर्डर इन. ओके, कमिंग बैक. सो शार्पनिंग आवर ब्लेड. Oh, you did? Okay, I'm sorry then. I will take this back. I will check it up. Oh, you must have done it late night yesterday. कल हमारी काउंटिंग का दिन होता है, तो अभी ये आज, जैसे आज डिस्पैच होगा ना. एनीवेज, ओ सी बातों में गलत चीज लगा दिया मैंने. बेसिकली क्या करना है, इसको स्लाइस करना है थिन रिंग्स में, विच आई विल यूज फॉर द टू ले इट ऑन टॉप ऑफ द ब्रेड स्लाइसेस. तो यूरोप में ना सैंडविचेस एक ही होते थे. आई थिंक दे कॉल्ड समर्स बोर्ड something like that. It's a Norwegian word and they used to, still do, they have this concept of, I think Denmark में कहीं पे उनका तो पत्थर जैसा मीट होता है, एकदम बिल्कुल हार्ड मीट they love to eat. Man, that's rhyming. तो सैंडविचेस की जो स्टोरी है वो बहुत पुरानी है. ये अर्ल ऑफ सैंडविच की जो स्टोरी है, ये एक अर्बन लेजेंड है. Jews, द Jewish ट्राइब, उनका जो पासओवर होता है उसमें वो अपना खाना जब खाते हैं तो उसमें ब्रेड unleavened, it's called levain, that's the name of the bread that's activated. So unleavened bread को, it's like pita bread सुना आपने ना, unleavened होती है वो. उस ब्रेड के अंदर ये लोग मीट और हैम नहीं होता था, there was more of some kind of meat and some herbs and they would eat that. ये Jewish खाते थे. Romans तो स्ट्रीट्स पे वेंडर्स खाना बेचते थे ऐसे ब्रेड के बीच में डालने के लिए. इट इज ओल्ड फिनोमिनन, बहुत पुरानी चीज है ये. बट हाँ, इसको अर्बन लेजेंड बनाने के लिए अर्ल और सैंडविच ने अपना ले लिया. ये वर्ल्ड वॉर 1 में ना सैंडविचेस क्या होता था पता है? 2 बिस्किट्स के बीच में सार्डीन्स. द फ्रेंच सोल्जर्स यूज्ड टू जस्ट पुट सार्डीन्स या मछली बिटवीन 2 सैंडविचेस. आज भी बहुत सारी दुनिया में होता है, सैंडविचेस के बीच में मछली डलती है, मीट नॉन मीट. और इंडिया में तो खैर सैंडविचेस का कल्चर, क्लब सैंडविच है ना. चलो, लेट मी आस्क यू अ क्विक ट्रिविया. व्हाट डज क्लब सैंडविच स्टैंड फॉर? CLUB. क्लब, CLUB. What does that stand for? There is an acronym. Yes, it's an acronym. It stands for something. Wow, क्या टमाटर है यार. घर के टमाटर में जो फील है ना, unmatched. The flavor is so dense. You have to eat it. I cannot. I'm sorry. There is no other way. And I have to tell everyone, please grow your own tomatoes. It is not that difficult. No matter what somebody has told you, please don't listen to them. Tell those people to leave you and stay away from you because they're clearly negative. आप एक ह्यूमन हो, खाना उगाना आपके खून में है. It's like becoming a parent. So this tomato has taken a beating. इसकी shape चली गई है. So the four of us here will just enjoy this tomato. Okay. अच्छा, एक चीज I have to think about that. Should I add garlic to this or not? क्योंकि क्या होता है garlic का, I think what I'll do is I'll add it to the second one. जो प्योर टोमेटो वाले होंगे ना, उनको नहीं करूंगा. सेकंड वाले में I'll add, है ना, क्योंकि उसमें कीवी वगैरह भी जा रहा है. That is like the experimental fellow. You know, I mean, if you're here with me on this channel, you know, experiments तो होते ही हैं. एक्सपेरिमेंट के बिना कुछ नहीं होता है. दैट्स द इनफैक्ट मार्केटिंग का जो बेसलाइन है वो ये है, एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन है, नॉट रनिंग अवे विद व्हाट हैज वर्कड. बिकॉज इसके पीछे बहुत साइकोलॉजी है, बहुत लोगों ने किताबें लिखी हैं, कहने को बहुत कुछ है, सुनने को बहुत कुछ है, पर मुझे लगता है सबसे ज़्यादा करने को है. It is about doing it and getting closest to your customers. I feel that is the challenge, because in the world of software you don't get a chance to meet customers. So software people who make software, they're like artists, right? They don't like public eye, so they ideally want to stay away from it. तो एकदम खट्टा खट्टा है, इतनी अच्छी अच्छी खटास है ना टमाटर में, classic. So this tomato will go into the freezer. It has to be very cold. And what do we use as a fat in between? तो उसके लिए मैंने बेसिल में बनाता हूँ मैं. I will be using मलाई, घर का fresh मलाई from milk. Yeah. Oh hey Brian, what's up? You're in time. Today I'm making a sandwich. Do you know where the word sandwich comes from? I was just telling. Shells. I still don't know his or her real name. I'm assuming it's a lady. But Brian is living in LA. He plays cards. Well, he'll tell you more once we get closer. Right now he's a little too far. So here's something you didn't know, Brian. A court in Boston passed a law that a burrito is not a sandwich. And unfortunately, you know why we're so... Okay, let me bring some amazing insights to you guys. You've seen like cartoons, typically most early stage 20s, 30s, 40s cartoons, black and white. They'll show industrial areas in these cartoons, and there's a lunch break and a whistle blows and people take a break. They open their tin cans and guess what they take out inside? A sandwich. There is a phrase, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. You know, bread, that's what made sandwiches possible, and sandwiches made bread possible. This is 1920s. This whole idea of getting a food that you can quickly eat in your hand while you're playing poker, that's what Earl was doing, right? His name was Earl of John Montagu. This is 1700 something. And it was so he used to eat his food like this, tell his servants to bring food to him like this. The servant would run down, I think it's called a butler if I'm not wrong, who takes the order, and he would run down to the kitchen and he would tell the chef or the sous chef or whoever would take the order, sandwich. His friends, John's friends playing poker with him on the table would say, this is cool, man, this guy can really eat while he's playing, man, now I also have to get up. Hey, listen, I like what he's having. So this new waiter will run down with the new order and say, same as sandwich. And before you knew it, this was called the sandwich. This idea of eating food, it became an official word, I think, in the dictionary somewhere in 1700s only. I'm not sure when, but it is an official word now. It's a location in Cambridge. I've never been there, obviously, but what I do know is that it's a... So sandwiches, but it's not new, it's very old. There's a fast food sandwich chain named Earl. So Earl of it's owned by the guy. John Montagu's great grandson or granddaughter had a son or something like that in their lineage. He is the guy who owns this restaurant chain called Earl of Sandwich. His name was John Montagu, and they apparently take pride in their breads and whatnot. But the thing is that they have this concept of eating. Forget all the sandwiches. I'll tell you what a sandwich is. There are limits to a mathematical function. You put the fillings inside and change how it tastes. Applause, applause, applause. Isn't code like that? Hey, isn't life like that? Memories between two instances of time. Man, I should write a book today. Well, with ChatGPT, you can. Hey, listen, I've got something to show you guys. All right, you guys have to stick around for this. I'm telling you. I hope. Well, it's in English, so Brian, you will appreciate it. I've got some machines that have been going around and snooping through the dark web to kind of get pick up content. Yeah, don't judge me. That everybody does this. I'm sorry if you don't. The simple machines to put together, I'll help you. Anyways, so the idea is I scoured the web and I got something. So this is part of my secret stash of films that are controversial, to say the least. I'll hopefully show you. See the not now. Wait. I'll show you. I'll set the background so you understand what's going on. Otherwise, this will make no sense to you. Actually, you know what? You should see the film before we talk about it. So I'll tell you. When I'll announce, then you start watching the film. It's about a minute and a half. There are a couple of them, and see what has happened, what we have missed in the last 2 decades. But I'll come to that later. So chili. This is another part that I want to add to this salad. So there are two. Sorry, not salad. This is a sandwich. My bad. After 70 live, every day I've been doing this. 70. Today is the 78th episode of this live stream. And Brian and Charles, you guys have been there with me for at least the last 5-6 of them, maybe more. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I love you both, even though I've never met you. But it feels like I have a connection with you guys in some way. So Charles is in Mumbai, Brian, and she's very interested to try out Kai Ben. And that's the product that I make. I will be adding that to this sandwich. The sandwich is going to carry pure tomato slices with white butter. That's the milk in the home that's converted to white butter. Yeah, milk in the home. I don't have a cow, man. Once I get a cow, then yeah, that's why cows are. That's why they're big in India. Cows are big, bro. Yeah, I'm sure you know this. They can sit anywhere they want, on the roads, on the cars, in the cars. Many people, well, they look like human, but they're actually cows. Cows are gorgeous humans. I'm telling you, they're humans. That's why we have such connection with them. All right, so garlic I'm going to add a little bit, not much, okay? I'm adding a kiwi fruit. And this is the second set of sandwiches. The first set of sandwiches are just pure tomato and bread. And the second set of tomatoes, second set of sandwiches will have some garlic, ginger. It's going to have more excitement. This is a party. Of course. So they all used to put meat in their sandwiches. That was another thing. The Romans, they were selling sandwiches on streets. You've heard of Subway, right? Guess how many sandwiches Subway is selling every day? Take a guess and tell me. And I'm sure this number is wrong. Of course, my research is coming through ChatGPT. I don't know anybody in Subway. But the point is that you have, take a guess. How many sandwiches do you think they sell in a day? Subway. That's rhyming again. No way. I can only apologize. The trick behind cutting this kiwi is going to be to cut it into strips. This is gonna be tricky. Gonna be tricky. Oh, I've got to get capsicum also done. I've got a long way to go. And my 20 minutes are up. I have a 20-minute clock window where my brain starts saying, listen, ghrelin levels are shooting up. You know this leptin and ghrelin business? It's mad. There is no confirmation. There is a complete disengagement in the scientific community regarding how these hormones govern our digestion. Because nobody knows what starts it off. It is the breathing. It's like a breathing cycle. When a diaphragm kicks off, there's nothing that's governing it. You know this, right? The heart rate. Too many for the food quality. Sorry, bro, I missed it. I think this one I skipped. In what context am I saying? Were you saying this? I need to get my kiwis to be kept with the tum-tums. The tum-tums will have to be with the kiwis. New Zealanders are called Kiwis. I wonder why. I don't know why. Kiwis is it the national bird? Is that the reason? I think that's the reason. That could be the only reason. Why else would they be called the Kiwis? It's like then everybody's national. It's like lions and tigers and who else? Who's the national bird of what? We are peacocks. Yeah, well, sure. There is so much humor to make in this. It's just unfortunate I will be making fun of my own people, so I think I will refrain. You are eagles. What are you saying, Brian? Don't laugh. I mean, talk about peacock. No, I'm. So, by the way, before Shaz, you judge Brian, he knows about garlic naan. Did I get that right, Brian? You'll have to say my memory is doing well. I think that was the first time you came live and you told me that you like garlic naan. Well, that's something worth liking, let me tell you. Don't feel guilty. That is awesome. That is one of if you got to like something, like the garlic naan. Love the garlic naan, bro. Have you had butter chicken? And I'm talking about proper butter chicken, not the butter chicken that they'll sell you for £100 somewhere, anywhere in UK. I'm talking about whoa. This was supposed to go in. I lost my concentration and I lost my bearings. No, I can't add this to the tomato salad. The tomatoes will just sit on the kiwi dressing thing between bread. We're trying this for the first time. Don't judge me. This is new. Wait, let's get capsicum also up and running. This is a capsicum I grew at home. This is the first capsicum I have grown at home. And I wanted to show you, look how it took a bashing. It's a chili family, so it has a lot to do with the happiness of the plant. They are all the same tomato. They are Solanaceae. I've told you yesterday if you were not there. This family is a nightshade family.
The question everyone seems to be asking is this: what really happened?
They're all the same. They're all same people. They come from the same family of fruits and vegetables that are poisonous. Yes, nightshade family. Eggplants, potatoes, they're cousins. They're all belong. Well, technically speaking, we are all from the same source, as the movie Prometheus has taught us. And there's everything to learn from the movies, isn't it? Comics and movies. My exclusive two sources of knowledge. Everything you need to know about the world is hidden in the pages of. If you watch Kung Fu Panda, the new one, Dragon Knights, he owns the franchisee now, right? So I don't know if you're fond of the comic culture. He's taking cues from the comic. I mean, I'm not the one who came up with this. Tobacco is a nightshade. Yeah, of course. So this tobacco gives us a zing. So maybe this will also give us a zing. Yes, it does. That's called the chili zing. Where our brain races for something. It's like, oh, my mouth is on fire. They're called TRP01. I forgot which gene receptors these are that bring this reaction to our brain. On fire. What do? Drink fats. No, don't drink water. Water is not going to help you. Get some fats. Drink any fat. Milk, curd, heavy curd. Cream, best. Just put some cream on your tongue. Let it flow down your esophagus. It'll dissolve all those capsaicin that's stuck all the way down in the tissue, and it'll go into the stomach, where the world's most powerful acid lives. It's generated. So you have nothing to worry about. Everything will be sorted out in that bullpen. It's called the stomach. It's part of our digestive system, and it's a goddamn powerful system, let me tell you. I mean, it takes effort to kill someone with poison. Think about that. I mean, there is a chance that you will not die of poisoning. How cool is that? Anesthesia, that's the job that they have during surgery. That's a very tricky job, okay? Because it's each patient is different. So they need to know everything about the patient and his blood and his condition of his heart and everything. Yeah, of course, now neural medication has reached a point where they'll give you They'll give you a pill for sleep and you can't do basic math. And they'll sell it across the counter. It's already started. What has started? They've made $1 billion+ out of this. There's a new drug company in India that's made a ridiculous amount of money by selling what? Fat loss pills. My grandfather is not around here. I would love to hear what he has to say about it. He'll chew up the newspaper. He was like that. He used to get upset very early. I mean, very easily. He used to come from a time when people were slow, easy. They would, pause and enjoy things that are happening. There was a sense of time. There was a sense of travel. There was a sense of relish, savoring. I'm talking like a gramp, but I am coming from the dark side of the moon. Always in a hurry. And yeah, I'm not what you're seeing me today, believe me. And maybe right now I'm talking like this, but half the time I can't sit still. But I'm learning. That's the part which I have acquired through yoga. So if you guys are not exposed to the magic of yoga yet, don't wait. If you've been exposed, then don't stop. It's the same thing with food. A lot of my customers, okay, I'll lend you out into a secret. Some of my customers, they came to me and they said, Samir, listen, will I be able to live without Kai Ben? I'm like, you're asking a gym instructor or a gym trainer, can I live without the gym? And my answer is yes, of course. But would you want to? Do you want to live your life without having good things? Food is one of them. Good food is one of them. It's unfortunate that the people who are selling this product in the market, they don't make it. The guys who make it, they're very expensive. There's a company in California that's making this and they're not even making it pure. That's what I was trying to say. It's difficult to make it pure. You need someone to really observe the seed very carefully. We make these small batches twice a week, primarily for this, so we can stay in touch on top of things. Yes, there is a machine being made. It is being developed. We are working on it, but it is going to take some time. It's a sense of accountability, right? Do you want to give a gun to a robot? Think about my question. Do you want the AI to control your tanks? Because if I take control of your robot, you had it. You're done. But if there's one soldier out of line, you'll shoot him and the war will carry on. You know this, right? I mean, if you don't obey your superior during an operation, during war, combat, he can shoot you. You've seen the movie Courage Under Fire. Have you seen this film called Courage Under Fire? It's a pretty popular movie among soldier-loving kids. Meg Ryan is in this movie. That postman letter chick. I don't know what movie that she was in last, but okay. Time for bread is in the offing. We are there. Here is there's a local bread maker here who makes bread. So Shals, no, not yet. I've not started making, but I do. I hope to, and I want to. Give me courage. I hope I can. I want to do some sourdough kind of stuff. I don't want to just make regular white bread. No, this is not sourdough. I asked this baker, do you know sourdough? He was like, eh? I think, yeah, okay, relax. Don't get upset. For a second, he was like, I was doubting his product. And I said, no, I love your product. It's just that this is oregano. And I'll put some balsamic. This is just to bring some sourness, not too much, because this is already a little sour. And then my favorite, this is even Brian's favorite. He's been looking around for this. It's called kakwi. Oh, you are in Shals, you are in Bombay. Get this. Have you know about this? Two Brothers. Look at this. This is Two Brothers product. It's called kakwi. Yeah, so Brian, Two Brothers is a product, this company started their business in Bombay in a market where Shals knows me from. I'm assuming, I could be wrong. You've still not told me this, Shals. How do you know about this? How do you know about me? How did you land up here? Please give my thanks to those people, whoever have recommended you to me. They're very kind people. Thank you. This is what's going to go on top of the bread. Actually, it sits between the two slices of bread. This John fellow became so popular, you know, Captain Cook, he named, there are islands in Hawaii called the Islands of Sandwich, right? They're named by Captain Cook. I think was in love with him. No, I'm not making this up. These are hidden stories, man. These are the things that they don't tell us in history books. Who was really loving whom? Some cayenne butter for good measure. These fats will bring the flavor in. It just becomes so yummy. Wow. And I will. So yesterday, Shaz had a very nice point to make. She said, if you're adding sesame, right? You said sesame, I should add tofu for sesame. Shaz, that was what you were saying, right? Sesame and tofu, that's the combo. Huh? Sesame and tofu is a good idea. Worth a try. You know, YouTube is going to shortly launch a service where you guys can join me live. So if you're going to be cooking at this time, we can exchange notes. We can make a salad together. I'm not sure when they're going to launch this, so but it's in the offing. Lots is in the offing. All right, let's get to the sandwich quickly, and I'm going to tell you how Queen Victoria used to like her sandwich. That's why they used to take the crust off. They would slice off the crusts because that's for the poor people. Cucumber sandwiches was, they used to make these sandwiches to, hey, this looks like cucumber sandwiches. Sorry, they used to make cucumber sandwiches to display wealth. Cucumber was it was like an exotic fruit, and it was nice and juicy, plus 0 calories. So it was like, the ladies loved it. I don't know who did the calorie measurement. This is all Victorian England. Lots was happening in Victorian England. You don't want me to talk about that right now. I have many, many things to say about that time period in humanity. But I've got something nice to show you. Some of the good things. In fact, some of the best things in life. I'll show you. You got to be patient. Look at this. You know what this is? This is fresh cream from milk. I was going to say a milk station. I've got a cow house. So I don't know what are they called? In Hindi, it's called a tabela. That's the word I know. What is it called? Gaushala is the correct. Gaushala. Brian, for you, Gau means cow. Gau. Shala. Shala means where you keep the cows. Like children are kept in a, what shala? Patshala. So cows are kept in a Gaushala. Shala. Yeah, Shala means home. Place where cows can sit, rest, sleep, watch some TV once in a while, you know. I was trying to do this with cows, and we were trying to grow food with cows. And let me tell you what led me to aquaponics, okay? We land around Pune. We're just roaming around to go check around. Maybe someday in the future, we'll have a village where we will live together. You know, like most of us have done sometime in our life. Hey, the aspiration is not that far, but somebody's got to do the work. Now, we're noticing there are a bunch of people who are doing farming in these arid areas, and they're really struggling with water. You know, there are black pipes all over the landscape because water is being pulled from some location to the other. And I'm like thinking, hey, listen, we're doing this on our roof. This can be done. Can it be? And guess what? None of these bums knew about aquaponics. They had never even heard about it. And I'm telling them, listen, you just need to replace the cow potty. The shit that you get from your cows to grow food, just replace it with the fish poop. And you're on your way. For the rest, if you still don't believe me, keep a fish tank at home, okay? That's actually how I tell my students to start. Keep a fish tank at home. This is your belief. This is for those of you who don't believe. If you believe, very good. Come to me. I'll tell you about the bucket ponics kit. You can build it over a weekend. You will never need to buy mint, basil, lemongrass. I've done pumpkin in this system. It's a 2-bucket system. Sorry, I don't mean to sell you. I want to help you. If you don't believe, then do this. Just walk up to a fish tank aquarium. Get yourself some fish. Grow some fish. When the water gets murky, bad, stinky, that's when they start developing ammonia burns, if you know what I'm saying. Can you lead on to what I'm saying? Yes, you have now figured it out. Okay, what I also have to figure out is, look what we're going to do. So there are 4 of them. So there are 2 of them. You getting the math? So I think let's make one set. Let's see what that comes out like, okay? I'll make some noises, make it sound like awesome. I think there should be more tomatoes. The tomatoes are much less. The tomatoes has to be high, and then we'll put some pepper and salt. Correct? Correct. Yes. Correct. So it's the ratio. You know this. A sandwich is all about the ratio. Brian, I'll tell you something interesting about the paratha. You will love this. So in India, we have the same sandwich concept extended over to what is called a paratha. Well, it's got different words, names all over the world, all over the country. Some call it paratha, some call it parotha, some call it parotha. Okay. But the idea is that it's wheat that's kneaded into a flat, like a quesadilla, and you put stuff in it. In a quesadilla, you put stuff and you roll it. In this, you blend the stuff with the dough. So it's usually potatoes, it can be meat, it could be dal. And I'm talking about lentils that you ate one day before. You just, they're sitting in the fridge, bring them out, don't water them back again, and do what you need to. Just put them into your dough and mix it together. I'll show you. I've never made this myself. Obviously I've eaten them, but I've never made it myself. It's not that difficult, but I've not made it. So I'll try it. But for coming back to the belief system, keep your fishes in your tank. Take out the water from them once in a while and put it into your fish tank, into your food. Put it into a flower bed and you see how the flower will bloom. You will be surprised, pleasantly surprised. Come back and tell me that this happened to you and I'll guide you the rest of the way. Cycling looks very difficult for people who have not started cycling. Same with skateboarding, same with wakeboarding, anything. You do it and you will suddenly realize, hey, it's not that difficult. The human brain is remarkable in its capability to find new ways to eat food. Can you see this? This is looking so good, man. Exceptional. That capsicum is tasting so good. I should have added cheese to this. I should have dumped this in cheese, man. I'm out of cheese right now. I'll get one of my producers to fund me some cheese. Now here is what Queen England didn't want. The crusts. This is for the poor folk. The guys who are doing well in life, they don't eat the crusts. And besides, the queen had to wear gloves, right? So her gloves shouldn't get dirty. So nothing can fall out. Everything stays inside the sandwich. It has to be done neat. Yeah, that's the sandwich. In fact, I think sandwiches are one of the best things humanity has come up with in terms of food. And with that, I'm going to take a little bite. Oh boy. I can sell this. Not that I need to, but I'm telling you. Hang on. Let me get a confirmation from my existing people in the studio right now. What do they have to say about it? Because it's gooey, it's soft, it's got sugary, spicy, gingery, garlicky. What's not to like in it? Looks good. So sweet of you, bro. Yes, it is. It's tasting good. Highly recommended. So I'll just revise this. Okay. In fact, I'm doing it for myself. I hope you guys can also follow along. Tell me if I missed something. First, I'll tell you, it's the white cream, the white butter. That really makes a lot of difference. If you use salted stuff, right, it almost never comes up to the mark. I have seen this as an unfortunate part of making food. Fresher the ingredient, and I'm sure you know this. I don't know why the queen didn't like these crusts. Stupid queen, man. So we got kiwi, we got capsicum, we did the kakvi. There's some salt, pepper, oregano, and what else? Nothing else, man. Even this fellow is turning out to be quite good. It's the flavors. Yeah, it is the fresh flavors of things that have been grown without pesticide, without any artificial accelerator. I don't have a cow yet, but thankfully I can vouch for the milk. One of these days, I'm going to go to that Gaushala and I'll show you what it's like. But for now, I'll sign off with my sandwich and I'll see you again tomorrow with a brand new effort. See you, bye. Look at this, what it looks like. Okay, let me show you what it looks like inside. It's all gooey and it's all juicy and it's all like yum yum. It's so good. See you, bye.